All right, so now that I am in the Ecamm window, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start bringing in my audio clips again. I know you use TriCaster, so I don't know how it goes with you, but first thing I do is here's my 47 daily. Like I said, I have three windows. I have this one. Oh, let me turn the URL back on. I have this one, which is just the main window of me. This one shows my iPad, which is not up yet, and then this one shows the screen. So for example, I got to pull this over. So for example, when I show like the photo of the Pope's brother, I just show the screen and go back here, and then you'll see it'll pop up on the screen, and then I can flip back and forth between my windows. You know how that goes. You get it. Okay. So anyway, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a folder, and I'm gonna call this 052125 because that's the day today, and then I'm gonna add a bunch of scenes. And those are new scenes. I'm going to start at the top. And the first one is Senator Chris Van Hollen.
And I have to tell you directly and personally.
All right, so
I do.
So I'll call that Rubio, Van Hollen, D-bag.
You may.
That's what he is.
Well, first of all, you're.
And then Senator Rubio cooks Chris Van Hollen. Here it is again.
In the case of El Salvador, absolutely. Absolutely. We deported gang members, including the one you had a margarita with. And that guy is a human trafficker, and that guy is a gangbanger.
That was the best. That was one of my favorite things Marco Rubio's ever done.
Earlier
Caroline
this
Leavitt.
morning, President Trump traveled to Capitol Hill to meet with members of the House of Representatives to talk about the one big, beautiful bill that we are trying to pass through Congress.
Okay, so I just called that one Bill over here. Leavitt, Trump traveled. I mean, again, you're going to organize it however you organize it. I'm just showing you kind of what I do. And then I go back in here, and it is going to be Tom Homan.
Well, look, they have a right to be there for oversight, but there's a proper way to do it. Forcing your way in the facility, putting hands on an ICE officer is not the way to do it. So I think she was out of line. I've seen the videotape. I've seen 6 or 7 different videotapes. They show her acting unprofessionally. These are the same.
Acting unprofessionally. Here's Tom Homan again.
So the President Trump, who's a game changer, and you can like him. I don't care if you like him or love the man. You can't argue with success. His first administration, we handed the Biden administration the most secure border in my lifetime. That approved it.
Okay. This is, I forget what this one is.
The fact that this happened in America should absolutely stun every person here in this room today, everyone watching on the live stream, every media or trying to get a noted gang member out of prison. That's who they are fighting for. And I just couldn't let it happen.
Okay. And then I just have a couple more here.
In the campaign, I promised the American people that I would build a cutting-edge missile defense shield to protect our homeland from the threat of foreign missile attack.
Okay.
And that's
So the Golden Dome, that might be a bigger story.
Mr. President, add this to the long and growing list of promises made and promises kept. Ultimately, this right here, the Golden Dome for America, is a game changer. It's a generational investment in the security of America and America.
Okay. All right, so those are all the new clips I have. And then, like I said, I have some clips from yesterday. And I can actually I think I can just drag those in. From here, I have Big Beautiful Bill. Yeah, here it is. So I'm just going to drag those in here. And I'm going to put them under the bill here. So, all right, and then I've got room for some more clips. So anyway, so now I have all my audio, so when I'm going through and I'm talking, I can just say, hey, Marco Rubio's a baller.
And I have to tell you directly and personally that I regret voting for you for Secretary of State.
Okay.
I yield back.
So I think what we're going to start
respond?
with is it's either going to be the Golden Dome or the Big Beautiful Bill. Maybe we'll start with the Golden Dome because that's a quick, fun, new story, and the bill is not necessarily a new story. So we're going to go there, and then we're going to do Rubio and the guy, and then Mike. See, this is a Mike Johnson clip, so I'm going to delete that. Oops. Delete that. And then I've got my Tom Homan, LaMonica. Oh, Donald Trump with the auto pen investigation. That we should probably throw up here as well, too. somewhere like that. Okay, good. So now I have all my clips lined out. I've got the Golden Dome clips. I've got all the clips about the big, beautiful bill. I've got this one random thing about investigating Joe Biden for auto pen. And then I've got the Rubio clips with Chris Van Hollen and then LaMonica. And so that should be good. So I'm going to go ahead and delete those. And there you go. So now I'm all set up. And I'm going to grab some still frames for my iPad, and I'll show you how I do just the video, the images rather, and also the still for the thumbnail. All right.